Hello, I'm on my lunch break out in my car. Um, I get home from work and it's like 11 p.m. And then I just I don't seem to have time to do these at home. But I have a story I want to put out next week. It's going to take a little work to put it together. Um, it's a special story to me. The Berlin Angel and Die Hexen, the witches in German. It's an unusual story about somebody I knew. I'll get to that when I get to it. This is one of my mother's stories, ghost story. Well, she took us to a Catholic school, and she'd drive us there in the morning, and she'd pick us up in the afternoon when school was out. It's about a 20-minute drive through the countryside in upstate New York. But one day she picked us up, and she had been crying, I noticed, which was unusual for her. And on the way back, she was pretty shaken up. She told me what had happened when she drove there to pick me and my brother up. And she showed me where it happened. It was fall time, and when she was coming to pick us up on, her side of the road, that is to say, this thing's falling off, sorry. She passed an old man walking down the road, and he had a sack over his back, and he was hunched over, and he looked very tired, she said. And she thought she should pick him up, but she normally didn't pick up hitchhikers, especially just being a woman on her own. But she felt compelled to give the man a ride. So at this point, he's behind her walking down the road, and she stopped, turned around, and came back. That is to say, she passed him again, so she would come back from behind him again. And she saw him again when she drove by and waved to him, but I don't know if she got a response or not. But there he was, still walking, very tired looking, with a sack over his back, carrying it. So she stopped the car and turned around again and was going to drive up alongside and roll down the passenger window. Back then you rolled them down, they didn't have a button. Rolled the passenger window down and leaned over to say, "Can I give you a ride?" And she looked over, and he was not there anymore. He'd vanished. She stopped the car. She thought maybe she'd ran over him. She didn't know what to think. She stopped the car and looked all around, and he was nowhere. And she showed me the place where it happened, and there was no ditch for anybody to hide in. It was just flat. It was fall time. There were cornfields on both sides of the road, and the corn had all been harvested, so it was all just flat, muddy ground. Absolutely no place for anybody to hide. This man had vanished, and that shook my mom up quite a bit, to the point that she was shaken up and crying some. So she didn't know what to think of it, and I'm just sharing that little story with you regarding that. And hopefully I'll have some more stuff to put out. I've just been so busy lately with work. It just consumes my time. But I've got some free time coming up, and I hope to get some more stuff out, because we'll see. Take care.